Mike, we've seen the testimony from the Facebook whistleblower over the past few days. It's been known by many that these social media platforms are toxic and unhealthy for many reasons, and just as video games. Do you think that the government has a responsibility to step in, and if so, to what degree?
Well, we've had our antitrust laws on the books for more than a century, the Sherman Act and other antitrust laws. And the problem is that we have these big tech monopolists like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, who have enjoyed antitrust amnesty since the Obama administration for more than the last decade. And what we have now is we have this consolidation of tech where there are no real options. So these teenage girls who are being exploited by Facebook, they're exploiting their fears, their anxieties as teenage girls. They have no other choice, right? Where are they going to go? And so I think that what the government needs to do is break up big tech. They need to break up these trillion-dollar big tech monopolists, and so there's real competition. And so the users of these platforms have choices, and so they're not captive audience.
This whistleblower, Frances Haugen, it's been reported that she's been a donor to left-wing politics, including to AOC's campaign. Some have said that her motives to call out Facebook are beyond the body shaming and other bad things that the platform's been doing, which many have known for a long time, and that it could turn into something where we see more censorship of those with potentially conservative views. How do you see this?
Yeah, absolutely. It's through antitrust. We don't need more regulations. We need law enforcement. Facebook wants regulations. They're calling for regulations because they're a trillion-dollar monopolist. They can afford these regulations. They can afford their army of lawyers and lobbyists and PR people in Washington, D.C. that startup competitors cannot. That's an entry barrier for startup competitors. So of course they want regulations. We need to do the opposite. We need to use our targeted law enforcement. We need to use our targeted antitrust laws to go after these tumors on the free market, right? We need to break up big tech, and we don't need regulations. Regulations are simply a Band-Aid over a market failure, right? And we need to fix the market failure by breaking up these monopolists.
Now, is this just going to be another case of a good public shaming for Facebook and they get right back to business as usual?
You know, I don't agree with President Biden on just about anything, but I'll tell you that he has done a good job on picking Lena Khan to run the Federal Trade Commission and Jonathan Cantor to lead the antitrust division at the Justice Department. These are the two federal law enforcement agencies for antitrust. And I think that these two people are very serious about the need to break up big tech. Jonathan Cantor's nominations hearing was just today before the Senate Judiciary Committee, and I encourage Republican senators to support his nomination so we can get to the Justice Department and start doing the work that has not been done over the last decade, which is enforcing our century-old antitrust laws.
Mike Davis, thank you so much.
Thank you.